What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Stutter Guy. I'm back with another video. Now, recently I found out that up in Minneapolis, we're protesting for Winston Smith and a girl named Deona Marie. Now, I was curious about Deona Marie. I was curious because I didn't have enough time to well, basically, I was curious about what happened to her, basically. So, I thought, as a video I did, I should go look her up and see what exactly happened to her. And with that being said, here's the video. But with that also said, let's get started. Deona Marie Erickson, Minneapolis woman killed when driver hits protesters. Okay. So, is this type of shit? Okay. Alright. Deona Marie Kendrick. I don't know how to spell her middle name. Oh wait, she got a long name actually. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Her name has 4 words in it. Her name has 4 words, but I don't know how to say exactly. But yeah, that's interesting. I never seen that. I heard of it. My teacher, me and my teacher talked about it before, but huh. Okay. Deona Marie not Jack. I'm not gonna try because I'm gonna ruin her. I'm gonna ruin the name. I don't want to do that. Deona Marie Erickson was the Minneapolis woman killed when a driver plowed an SUV into protesters. Uh, Donna was protesting the fatal police shooting of Winston Smith. She was killed and 3 other protesters were injured during the June 13, 2021 incident in the Minnesota City. Nicholas Cross has been identified as the driver. Okay, but what exactly happened? Like, what exactly transpired? Erickson was 31 years old. Okay, hold up. See, I tried to add things, but never mind. Erickson, 31, was a mother of 2 young daughters. Her brother told the Minneapolis Star Tribune the other victims of the incident suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police said on Twitter the driver is in custody. Minneapolis police said in a statement on Twitter. According to Minneapolis police, the incident happened about 11:40 p.m. as protesters were gathered at Lake Street and Gennard Avenue. Few details have been released by police so far. On Monday, June 14th, the department said no further updates were expected that day. Erickson was taken to a local hospital after the crash, where she was pronounced dead. According to police. We just did the video. Let's see. Oh, apparently not. Erickson's brother, Gar, Garrett told the Minneapolis Star Tribune she was using her car as a street blockade, and another vehicle struck her vehicle, and her vehicle struck her. Okay. She was constantly sacrificing herself for everyone around her, no matter the cost, obviously. You're right about that. You're right about that. That definitely seems the case. One protester wrote on Twitter, if it wasn't for Deona Marie's car being positioned the way it was, we would have all been dead or seriously injured. The white supremacists that killed her wanted a lot more of us dead. Probably. But her car saved us. Rest in paradise, Deona. Please look down on us and be our guardian angel. Another added, I can't get over the fact that Deona Marie lost her life while simultaneously saving all of ours. If a car wasn't parked where it was, where is where if a car wasn't parked where it is was where it. I feel like that should have been where it. If the car wasn't parked where it was, he would have ran through the entire crowd. Rest in peace, Donna. Visual Black Justice Minneapolis tweeted, Deona Marie used her car to steal protesters during the Winston Smith protest uptown Minneapolis, which resulted in saving many lives tonight. We can never repay her for the sacrifice she made, but we will honor her. We will honor her Monday night. A witness tweeted, "A protester got hit by a car, and 10 squad cars showed up with cots and riot gear before a single ambulance. Street medics performed CPR and resurrected her. Community appended the driver. Cops just showed up and threatened everyone with mace, arrests, and rubber bullets." Activist Elisa Sigtar, I can't pronounce that, tweeted, in the immediate aftermath, street medics plus protesters jumped into action, apprehending the driver and administering emergency first aid. By contrast, an ambulance arrived long after police reinforcements in riot gear. The police took care of one another. The people took care of one another. The police did not. The Minneapolis Police Department has not responded to criticism about its response to the incident. The department said in a press release at 11:39 p.m. on Sunday evening, Minneapolis police were monitoring a protest in the area of West Lake Street and Kennard Avenue South, where they observed on camera a vehicle traveling eastbound on Lake Street and drive into a group of protesters. Additional squads were called to the scene, as were several ambulances. Apparently not. That's not exactly what happened. I mean, yeah, the cops were called. That's a fact, but apparently the ambulance took forever. I don't know. I mean, from what I'm hearing, the police did nothing, and they just friended everybody. They didn't do anything to help her. They didn't try first aid. They just stood by and intimidated the people. That's what they did. They didn't try to help out. Not at all. See, why they were even called? I don't know. Well, probably to make sure the driver was okay. I don't know, but I mean, in my opinion, if I was a police officer, I would have at least tried to help out instead of just standing there with riot gear and a gun, looking all frightening and shit. I mean, it makes no sense to me. The department added protesters pulled the suspect from the vehicle, and from reports of witnesses, began to strike the driver. Of course, I would do the same shit. What y'all talking about? I would do the same shit. Officers arrived and took custody of the driver. I would do the same shit. I would, because from what I'm hearing, my assumption is, well, it was kind of wrong for her to use a vehicle as a shield. No, use a vehicle as a barricade, because remember, we can't forget that other people have to go about their lives for work and shit. So, obviously people are going to point that out as a wrong thing for her to do. But apparently, the driver said, fuck the car, fuck that barricade, and drove and hit the car and then hit her. So, I don't know, are y'all gonna sit there and tell me that the driver had to because he feared for his life, or he had to because he wanted to get into a certain area? Because if it was me, I wouldn't have done that shit. So, if that's your excuse, then the driver was a dumbass. I mean, obviously he's a dumbass. From what I'm hearing, it looks like he wanted to kill. I mean, that man woke up and chose violence. That's what it seems like. He just woke up and decided to run his car through some protesters. Why? I don't know. Because that's the only time. That's the only thing that makes sense. How you gonna sit here and tell me he did it because his license friend, even though it's from what you can read here, Donna used her car as a barricade, right? So obviously, they were her and the protesters were uh, on the other side of the car, right? And the driver, he was on the other side. He was driving towards them. So obviously, his life wasn't in danger because um, they weren't immediately around the car like you would usually see in some protests where the cars trying to get through and then they all climb it up and start hitting the car and stuff. That's not, from what I'm seeing, that's not what happened. Not at all. They stayed on the other side of the car, and the driver said fuck that and drove and hit her car and then killed her. That's what I'm hearing. That's my version, because that's the only thing that, from what I'm gathering, that's the events. That's fucked up. I mean, I'm not surprised either, because this same shit happened before with another woman back in the day where people in a small town, there was KKK, and they put them in a small town, there was KKK, and there was and there were other people who showed up to fight the KKK, and it ended with a guy driving his car into a crowd, killing a woman. So I'm not surprised that it happened, because it happened before. So I'm not surprised. This ain't new. Do I believe it transpired exactly? Do I believe it transpired the way it transpired in that other incident? Yes, I do believe so, because it makes no logical sense that the driver was forced to hit her car. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense that way, that he was forced to do what he did. I'm not buying that, because it makes, like, from what I'm hearing, that's not exactly what happened. So it makes no, yeah, I mean, like, it makes no sense. So he wasn't forced. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong, and a video can pop up and so what happened in detail. I didn't really take the time to look that up. I don't know if that's actually on YouTube or anything, like the video itself of the incident. I don't think it is. But if it is, I'm gonna make another video, and we're gonna see what happened. If it is on YouTube, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna find it. I'll make another YouTube video about it as soon as I'm done with this one. One has been pronounced dead after a vehicle drove through protesters and barricade, sending free to the hospital. Let's see. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. So when this. All right. Okay. So. Okay. These are after images. Okay. Yeah. These are after images. Okay. I thought that it would be like a before and after, but no, those are just purely after images. The department added crime lab personnel responded to document the scene and collect evidence. Homicide detectives are involved in working with the Minnesota Police Department Traffic Investigative Unit preliminary investigation indicates that the use of drug or alcohol by the driver may be. Oh yeah. So yeah, I bet. So that's exactly what happened. The situation that I put up in my head, what I told y'all I believe happened because obviously this nigga had one too many. Yeah, he had one too many, bro. So that's what happened. That's what happened. And I don't care if it's like, I mean, they say that drugs or alcohol may the alcohol by driver may have contributing factor in the crash. So they're saying like drugs and alcohol may have contributed to the driver doing that. I don't believe that. I think that guy was just an asshole. That guy or girl was just an asshole. Because yeah, I think it was just an asshole, and apparently like
Drinking a lot makes that person even more of an asshole. Because who in your right mind when a person gets so drunk that person can drive? I don't even think that they're that drunk, because they were driving perfectly fine. They didn't crash until they went and decided to hit a bunch of protesters. So before, that man or woman was driving pretty well. So obviously they weren't that drunk. If they were that drunk, they would have crashed much sooner than that. But apparently not. So no, I don't think it contributed at all. I mean, was it a factor? No, it wasn't. It was that nigga just drunk a lot and decided to use some drugs. That's what happened. And after doing that, he decided to choose violence. And because of that, a woman died. She died a hero. Because to me, it's obvious that whether the barricade, whether her car was a barricade or not, that driver would have done the same thing either way. So she died a hero. She did die a hero. She did. And again, I might be wrong later on. Maybe there'll be video showing what actually will happen and stuff like that. I don't know. But I'm gonna look it up, and if I find it, we're gonna watch it together. But from what I'm seeing, and from what they're telling us, that woman died protecting other people. And the driver is to blame. Outright. The driver is to blame outright. That's not her fault at all. That's the driver's fault. Like, yeah, blame to the driver. That man committed manslaughter. Or, matter of fact, attempted murder, actually. He committed attempted murder. So, yeah. She wasn't in the wrong. You could argue that she was in the wrong for using her car as a barricade, for getting away of other people. You could argue for that. Yeah, sure. But I mean, in general, she wasn't in the wrong. She did what she thought was best. And while it can be debatable, it ended up saving a lot of lives. And that right there should be respected. Because whether you like the protests or not, that woman saved people. And in response, she saved people, and her cost of saving people was her own life. So, yeah. You should respect that. So, justice for Deona Marie. That's going to be the title of this video. Justice for Deona Marie. Because obviously that driver should be locked up for life. Obviously. Drugs or alcohol, my ass. The Minnesota police said in a press release, anyone with information is encouraged to call. Okay, skip that. Witness Zach Hill Smith told KSTP TV he sped up and went like 80 miles an hour, and he smacked the car so hard it flipped. Damn. And the guy jumped out and started, my nigga. Wow. 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 Yeah, this wow, bro. Wow. That nigga, he needs to be locked up for the rest of his fucking life. This is, wow. This is a fucking shame. This is ridiculous. Is he a white supremacist? I don't know. Could he be? Sure. There's a possibility. But you gotta remember that there's people out there that does this type of shit for no reason at all. Like, there's the type of people we have out there. They'll do stupid shit and kill other people for petty fucking reasons. So that's why I can't say for sure that the guy was a white supremacist, because I don't know. Because people, they do this type of shit all the time. In reality, black or white, they do this type of shit for no reason at all. So I don't know. I can't say that for certainty. But what I can say is that guy is a complete and utter asshole. He deserves to be locked up for the rest of his fucking life.
and he's a coward. And everybody chased him and grabbed him. No one deserves to go out like that. No one does. No one does. No one. No one. It hurts. It really, really does hurt. A lot. A lot to see a good person die the way she died. Another witness, DJ Hooker. I'm sorry. That, bro, that name caught me off guard. DJ Hooker told Minneapolis police radio a car came at us going like 70 or 80 miles per hour. There was one line of barriers, and the second barrier, and then a second barrier. And he sped up. Went even faster. As he approached us, you could hear it start going even faster as he got close to us. He said the SUV hit a parked car, and that car went through the air, and it hit a young woman. Wow, that's really crazy. That's really unfortunate. Wow. So obviously, this was premeditated. I don't care what nobody says. This was premeditated right there. Drugs or alcohol, my ass. This whole thing right here was premeditated. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. Like on God, I like this right here was pre fucking meditated. That man wanted to kill people, either because he was a white supremacist, or maybe he was someone that's fed up with the protesting and all that, and decided enough was enough, or it was just some asshole wanting to kill people. I don't know. It could be three of those scenarios. Either way, pick your poison. Pick your poison. Rest in peace, Deona Marie. You died a hero. If it wasn't for you, many others would have died. And may you receive justice in the afterlife. And with that being said, I thank everyone for watching. I thank everyone for watching, and I also wanted to say that we got 36 subscribers. The other day we had 35, now we have 36. Let's see if we can get to 37. Let's see. But with that being said, I thank everyone for watching. Justice from Deona Marie. And with all that said, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Black first. Peace.